Guys, here we are. We're coming to the end of 2017. This is the Gamers Rundown. This is Gallifrey Madman, or TGR Galley, as he's now known, and I am, of course, the Dirty Ewok. We're back for one more broadcast of this year to bring you up to date with what's happening. What's been happening with Galley, what's been happening with me. Feel free to put your comments into the Facebook chat. Let's see what you got to say. Keep it clean, JLC. Keep it clean. Children are watching.
Yeah, well, as Ewok said, we have we're doing a live broadcast in our old group on Facebook, so they're actually watching us record this.
Got two cameras, man.
Oh yeah, we got things going on there, so we got cameras everywhere. So again, welcome back to the Gamers Rundown. I know it's been a while. It's all my fault. Things are not working out the way I wanted to, being at my new job for the winter. Because unfortunately, I do seasonal work. So during the winter times here in the Northeast, I need to find other work. So things just went haywire. But we're going to try and get things squared away better for the new year. So we'll see what goes on with that. Again, my apologies to all the listeners who've been listening to the Gamers Rundown for such a long delay in videos. Oh, look at that. Matt just joined in. Matt, I have not forgot that we have to do our video. Believe it or not, I have not watched the new Doctor Who episode, so we will get to that, buddy.
Stop. Newsflash. Right. Broadcast timeout. Right. The biggest fan on the planet of Doctor Who has just announced live on Facebook that he's not watched the latest Doctor Who. Right. Yeah. For everyone who feels the need to berate him, take the piss, give him some shit, please comment right now.
Hi, Matt.
Right now. This minute. Honestly, this is disgusting. This is the guy who lives, shits, eats, and breathes Doctor Who, and he hasn't watched the latest episode. So that camera, Galley, shame on you. That camera, Galley, shame on you. Terrible, mate. Terrible. What's going on?
I just
busting in tears.
All right. Well, here's the thing. With Christmas Day, I had it was really busy. I had had the family over, and of course I was enjoying. I haven't been home in a few months, so I was really enjoying my time with my granddaughter, enjoying her open up her presents and stuff like that. But also this holiday season, I have my folks staying with me, and yes, if you noticed, I don't have my teeth in. I'm sorry. That's a whole nother issue I'm not going to get into. But yeah, oh God, your phone's going to drive me nuts.
I know, it's driving me nuts. I don't know. Carry on, mate. I'm going to work this.
Okay.
Don't mind.
So my folks are staying with me, and so of course my mother pretty much hogs my TV. I get relegated to my game room. So
that's terrible.
I know. So, but again, I will be watching that very shortly. And Matt, I will be getting with you to do the new podcast, which I'll be doing with Matt, called Geek Speak, where we'll be talking about things like Doctor Who, the Marvel and DC movies, and so forth, other things that not do with gaming. So we'll be getting that underway. As far as that's out of the way, here we are, the ending of 2017. In my opinion, 2017 was a fantastic year for gaming. What do you think?
I agree.
I mean,
I'm going to sort the sound thing out. Carry on.
Put a piece of tape over your speaker.
I've got a solution. Don't worry, I've got a solution to it.
Oh, there you go. Put headphones on it.
Yeah. That should sort it. Right.
Okay. There you go. You did it. Nope.
No! What is going on? Headphones are in.
Are they? Sony.
Well, hey, it's like live TV. No. What else can go wrong? I don't know.
Fucking guy, I'll tell you. So anyway, 2017, great year for gaming. Awesome games this year. There's some really awesome games. And also, if you're a sim racer, what a fantastic year for sim racing, I have to say. We did a episode not too long ago where we talked about Forza number 7 coming out before it released. Now
That was our first video podcast, wasn't
our only video podcast.
Don't want to say that. It's kind of our first one. We've done so many.
We've done a lot of podcasts. We just haven't done that many video ones, but we're trying to rectify that. Forza 7. I have to admit, now I'm playing on PC. I've switched over to PC, and if you noticed in our earlier podcast, we said we don't really do much PC gaming. I am now PC gaming, so we will be able to be talking more about PC stuff on this channel. And I've switched over to sim racing on the PC, and I have to say, Forza 7 on PC is comparable, if not better, than Project Cars.
Now, you said this to me yesterday, and I was a bit like, really?
See, here's the thing.
Where are you going with this?
They actually did work on the tire models. Race tires and street tires are actually different on this game.
On PC, maybe, yeah.
Unless you play Destiny. Yeah, Matt, that's true. Unless you play Destiny.
I tried the demo. It was... My favourite part of the demo was the trucks. But as I said to you the other day, the thing about the trucks is if you use chase cam, you don't see jack shit. You've got to do cockpit. And I thought the trucks are nice. And I think truck racing would be a great addition to PCARS 2. The added rallycross into it, it doesn't work. It flat out doesn't work. There's very, very little interest in the rallycross. And I think the trucks would be a good addition to the guys who have got Forza 7. Even to the hardcore fans, some love it. Some are still like, not too happy with it. But when you're a hardcore fan of something, you've got to buy the next title. Do you know what I mean?
The game setup in Forza 7 is stupid. It's ridiculous. I mean, the way they have it structured now, to where when you had Forza, you always had the, you'd play the game, you'd earn money, you'd buy your cars to be able to use the cars. Well, now in Forza 7, they've done the tier system. And, of course, people who played Forza know what I'm talking about. To now where you start at a level to where you're only allowed to buy certain cars until you reach certain levels. And it's just like, excuse me? This is just ridiculous. So it takes you forever. He's still messing around with that phone.
Sorted.
Sorting? You're sorted?
Sorted, yeah. Sorted, that's it, cool.
Okay, there you go.
Perfect.
That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work, yeah.
One way or another.
So, you're talking about Forza 7.
Yeah, but the tier system is completely ridiculous. But like I said, as far as the driving, much better because you can really tell the difference between driving a race car and driving a street car. Which me, I'm not a fan of the street cars. I want to drive race cars. So.
Well, you don't drive anything that goes less than 160 because you think it can't be raced.
Actually, no, I did not say that. I just don't enjoy it as much. I don't mind the Clio racing.
I remember a comment not so long ago. You're like, no, you can't race anything. You can't race front wheel drive. You can't race anything.
I never said anything about front wheel drive. I prefer front wheel drive. I prefer front wheel drive.
Right. You just heard an American say prefers front wheel drive, right? Yeah. Well, it shocked me when you said what you said about Forza 7. You obviously heard my reaction yesterday, because I was really taken back by it, because obviously me and you stepped away from Forza for Project Cars, and yes, Matt, that's true. Yeah, no, I forget the feeds here. Hey Adam, how you doing? And Gary, yes, very controversial. Yeah, so I was quite surprised. We stepped away from the Forza to do this Project Cars and got into the sim. You've now sort of taken it a step further by going to the PC with Junior. So for you to turn around and say you can join Forza again, it's a big step because you're doing stuff like Race Room and all the other stuff. So to be enjoying Forza again, it's something different.
Well,
but then I suppose every game brings a different element.
Don't get me wrong.
Of fun.
I don't enjoy Forza as just playing Forza. I enjoy Forza when I'm with GLC playing Forza.
Yes.
Playing by myself? Oh, fuck no.
I will agree with that. There, I went back
driving with guys
6.
like Eddie and Mal and the hairdresser, and those guys. Although the hairdresser doesn't like to show up to races.
You know who he's talking to on that one. No, we're not talking about Superior Rain. That's his assistant.
No, that's the Gentleman Racer.
Gentleman Racer, an MX-5. Yeah.
But they
make
it fun.
Yeah.
They make it fun.
Obviously, GLC know this, and the ones who don't know GLC, Gamers Essential, if you want to have fun with Forza, that's where you need to be. You can have a night of Forza, and it was a good night, it was fun. Jumping over with GLC, and it's something completely different. Oh, yeah. Because it's a passion, it's a love, it's what they do. They get right into it, from Gary's ridiculous live pointless broadcasts to the hobbies that they actually run. Loads of fun, and they put so much effort into it as well.
Oh, we got a message. We got a question from Adam. Adam, otherwise known as Ma Fury. Yeah, Adam, you will enjoy it. It's the structure of the game. It's going to frustrate you with how you have to level up to be able to buy cars. That's going to frustrate you. Because it frustrates everybody. But as far as the gameplay and the driving, you're gonna like it. It's completely different than 6. Like I said, you can tell the difference between driving a street car and a race car. In the race cars, I can actually drive them without traction control. That's how well they handle.
Which is it's a big leap.
Yeah,
it's definitely a big leap for Forza.
You can throw them around. You can throw them around corners, and they're gonna stick for the most part.
Well, you could throw the cars around in Forza 6. They just wouldn't necessarily stick. Well, they stick to the wall.
Stick to the wall.
Yeah, but they would stick. Yes, Gary, pot and kettle. Thank you, mate. I'll have a coffee if you make one, mate. Definitely. So Forza 7 is obviously Gary's new love.
No. What I'm loving is Assetto Corsa.
I am. I recently bought the.
But you're on console. Okay, I'm racing. I'm racing tracks and cars. You can't race.
Yeah. Fair one. Okay. See, this is where I get. As much as I love Assetto Corsa, and I do, I've got the new Ferrari pack, and if you haven't downloaded it and haven't raced it, it's so worth it. Honestly, it's less than a $5. And to running about in the classic F1 cars that Ferrari had, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, you'll have a smile on your face from ear to ear. The one thing that really frustrates me about Assetto Corsa is that, look at Project Cars.
Yes, it is, Adam.
First one. Right? Project Cars. Look at Project Cars. You got all those settings. This was in the first game. Look at Assetto Corsa. All the settings the Project Cars had don't have. So basically, all the settings that you're running on PC, we should have on console. And this is the update they really need to push out there. Because at the minute, Assetto Corsa, it seems to be they've always been kind of backwards instead of going forwards when it comes to supporting the console. Obviously, all the support goes to the PC because that's where it started. But there needs to be more support for the game on the console for it to survive. If they don't do a drastic update and bring in all the settings that people want, then it's just going to die.
The problem with that is the only thing that keeps that game alive on PC is the modders. That game would not hold the level that it holds without the modders. I mean, because, like I said, you're limited to what Kunos makes. I'm not limited to that, so I can literally tell you I enjoyed driving my Aston Martin GT3 car around Road Atlanta, which you can't do because you're on console.
I know.
There's no Aston Martins in that game. It doesn't have Road Atlanta.
It already upsets me. You don't see the emotion going through right here.
And I tell you what,
see this.
Road Atlanta
absolutely guts me because
the mod who created Road Atlanta for Assetto Corsa. Oh, what a great track! What a great track.
I think so. I don't see why it could be a licensing thing. I don't. It can be because
Oh yeah,
you've got the piece.
I mean, they just brought out
Yeah.
Laguna Seca because, and yes, I'm going to call it Laguna Seca because
Yeah,
that's what it's going back
no longer
to.
Mazda. Yeah, the Mazda have decided not to work with the people who own Laguna Seca. There's some controversy as to the ifs, wheres, and you know
The residents. It's mainly the
small
people
print.
that live in the area. They wanted it back to Laguna Seca because that's what it's originally known as. So
But
Mazda decided
I watched
to bow out.
it's now going to be even quieter with the Mazda departure. It's going to be even quieter. There's going to be even less meets than there is.
No.
moment.
The races will continue. It's just not
Well,
going to be
that's what I was
the
reading.
track's not going to be sponsored by Mazda. There's going to still be plenty of racing. Mazda's still going to race there. They're just.
Maybe we could apply GLC Laguna Seca.
Are you sure you don't want to bring the grid?
Wait, the grids. We're going to mention the grids. We could mention the grids. I suppose we could, Jack.
And if you're wondering, the
obviously
grid is
GLC
Ewok's
boys,
brainchild.
Yeah, my little brainchild. The grid. What do we focus on? Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2, bit of Assetto Corsa, and Forza.
Whoa, wait a minute. We have a controversy
Teamed up.
here.
What's this?
Hairdresser is saying Road Atlanta is the best thing to come out of the States. And I'm sorry, Laguna Seca is the best track to come out of the States, bar none. I don't care what you say there.
I'd say the best thing to come out of the States is probably a Big Mac. But I don't know.
And just look at your
Talking about
stomach, you should know that.
Yeah, or Johnny Bravo. I don't know. So the grid, we do Project Cars 1, Project Cars 2, a little bit of Assetto Corsa, and, well, Forza. Obviously, Forza's out there. What do we do with Forza? Well, we have teamed up, as I'm still a member of GLC, where we spoke to Mal over at GLC, and all our Forza guys, we pushed them over to the GLC.
Good.
For their racing. We've actually got guys who want to do F1, and we're pushing them towards Xbox F1 Rivals. With a guy called Binary who done F1 when we had the GLC run. For 2016, very long season. Where I've done a video review for every race. Why I started that, I don't know. Like some of those videos, I look like I'm off my tree. It's late at night, 6 takes in. I'm like, oh. But yeah, got it done.
We have a new question here from Eddie. What's Mazda? Quite simply, an overpowered lawnmower.
What's Mazda? Gary, it's a car manufacturer. That putting it loosely, guys. Yeah, putting it loosely, mate. Yeah. Maybe a revved up shopping trolley. I don't know. We can't beat on Mazda too much. I'm sure Gaz has got some work to do. You can't spend all day on Facebook replying to any message that beats up Mazda. I'm sure.
So all right. So you plugged the grid. We've talked about the racing. We've talked about GLC. We're not going to just stick to racing here, even though that's the main thing we love. What I want to talk about too is the Division. There is a major re-insurgence of this game.
There you go. Talk about the Division. Okay.
Update 1.8 has caused a real re-insurgence into this. Even my son wants it now because him and his buddies are going to start playing it. Okay. That's how much of a re-insurgence there is in this game. And I tell you, the size of that update, and all for free, it was not a paid DLC or anything. The size of that update, shut up, Adam.
I think you did, yeah. No, it's got a weird name, isn't it? The rotary engine. It's what's it called? It's got a really weird. It's a Wangle. Wangle. Yeah, it's Wangle. Not being rude. It's called a Wangle engine.
The only one I know that passed away recently was Rosemary. And if you were a fan of the Dick Van Dyke Show, you'd know who I'm talking about.
Dick Van Dyke.
But anyway, so
because Destiny 2
it's added a whole new area to the map. It's added a whole new area to the map. Some horde moding, some better PvP. So it's called a Winkle.
Wangle, not Winkle.
It says Winkle.
Wangle.
He says Winkle.
Yeah, Wankle. Wankle,
yeah.
You said Winkle.
No, Winkle.
Winkle's something different when I was coming up. I tell you. Okay. It's a Wankle engine.
So, and I know you're not a big fan of the Division Ewok, even though I don't understand why, because there's really no talking.
Right, okay, that's an in-house joke. What he's digging at there is that basically these games here we go. What was the Horizon Zero Dawn? Fantastic game.
Look up here.
But I can't be doing. I'm looking at the phone on here, but I can't be doing with
Just
all
concentrate on the audience.
the conversation stuff. I can't be doing all the conversation stuff. So I got bored of it really quickly. It's not as good as the game looked. I got bored with the conversation. Yeah, but we've done a special in the division, and I stick by my guns. It's the grind. I don't have the patience for the grind, doing the same thing over and over and over. Pretty much like Destiny and Destiny 2, Matt. Just to reference your comment.
Destiny 2, what a disappointment that was.
Now that surprised me because you were so hyped for that coming out.
I know,
you were
I was.
so excited.
I was.
You played the beta. You were stoked, and then it came out and it was like,
what the fuck?
yeah, what went wrong?
Yeah,
it's
like Bungie just completely forgot everything they had to fix from the first game, and it's like, oh, let's just fuck it all up again. And now we got Matt here in the Facebook chat, and he knows what I'm talking about because I think he even still plays Destiny 2 though. But I gave up on it because I just got tired of the bullshit. I can't deal with that. So
ranged what, Adam? I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he's talking about the division. Adam, if you got friends to play with, yeah. If you're gonna solo it, I don't mind the soloing on the division. I enjoy the gameplay. But the division is so much more fun when you got friends. But again, there's a new PvP area in the waterfront area. That's the new map. So it's 4-on-4 PvP instead of going into the Dark Zone to PvP. But they also did revamp the rogue system in the Dark Zone. So I don't know. Check out the update notes on 1.8.
The Dark Zone the Dark Zone I think that kind of cut it right in the middle for the people who like Division and didn't like it, because even if you were tempted to go in the Dark Zone, unless you're of a quite a high level or had a band of merry guys ready to go in, you didn't tempt it.
No,
you wanted to go in, but you didn't tempt it.
Me and Fax Machine actually had a good night in the Dark Zone. We had one guy that was kind of like trailing us, and then finally we just turned around and scoped him. And he was just like, he was standing there contemplating what to do, and then finally he walked away.
But I think the Destiny 2 thing, it's for all the hype it had. It's like the Destiny 2. And I didn't play it, but this the way I see it is: you go to a bar, you get drunk, you pull the fittest chick in the world, you wake up in the morning, you're lying next to your mother. It's that disappointing.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast Destiny dropped too. I mean, and just like the first game, the first DLC is not helping it. The Curse of Osiris is actually getting just as bad reviews as the first DLC did with Destiny 1. It's like they're following the same exact pattern with that game.
What things? It's a big investment that the Destiny. They're not stopping it too. They've said this is going to be. Well, they claimed it was going to be a 10-year project.
It's a 10-year project. It's supposed to and then the
I don't think it's not going to last.
Yeah, the schedule they released, they're not even following. They're already supposed to be on the third DLC of this game, and we're supposed to be getting Destiny 3 next year, but that ain't happening.
Shit goes wrong as usual. Shit goes wrong. It's just
See you later, Adam.
I think trying to reinvent. Cheers, Adam. When you try to take this, the way I see it is, you try to take the success that Halo was, that Bungie had, and just throw something new in the mix and pump out this Destiny. And it was good. You've got the hardcore fans, but I think they're going to struggle to fill 10 years of successful titles, especially when Destiny 2 is struggling already.
Yeah.
And in theory and in practice, it shouldn't be struggling, but it is. They've really hit a bum note with it.
Yeah.
And they really do something special in 2018 to bring everybody back on board. Or people are either going to train in Destiny 2, go back to Destiny, or they're going to play something else like PUBG. Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
I just installed that last night.
It's great fun. It is great fun. I mean, Xbox, there's another patch coming out. I think it's 3 a.m. Be tomorrow morning. for it to do the crashing thing. But I mean, it's a game preview, so you're going to expect some issues.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the way they're fixing it is, I've never known a developer or studio, whatever you want to call it, fix games this fast. I mean, literally, they're taking over, say, like 2 weeks. They'll take all the feedback for 2 weeks. They'll drop a patch. They've taken another week and a half.
With PC.
And they're dropping another patch tomorrow. So they are listening. I mean, they're really listening hard to the community because obviously they want it to work. Where there's other games that years on are still fucked, and the developers don't give a shit about it. They won't do an update. Yeah. They won't fix it. They'll leave it as it is.
We got
GTA.
We got a message from Matt. And he's commenting on the fact that, now going back to Destiny, he's commenting on the fact that it's not the original Bungie team.
I'm aware of that.
Right.
Yeah. No,
you're right, Matt. And that's
and
then you got to wonder why that is. Most of the Bungie team quit during the first game, so you're wondering. Now, let's also be honest. Bungie was never successful until they joined up with Microsoft. They had, they had certain games, like shit, I can't remember. Myth. They had a game called.
Certain games like
they had a game called Myth, which was kind of a. I don't know if you want to call it. It was an RPG, but I don't know if it was like a dungeon crawler or not. But it was definitely an RPG. That I played back because they were strictly a PC developer before they went to Microsoft. So they did everything on PC, and then the Halo game was originally being developed for Apple. But then Microsoft swooped in, bought Bungie, and changed Halo over to release with their new Xbox system. So, and then that's when
it was a great release game. Really,
Bungie.
I mean, that got me hooked on Xbox.
Bungie finally hit their stride when it came to Halo, and now they're back to. They're working with Activision, and Activision is running them into the ground, like Activision likes to do.
Like with Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty, right, Robert? Right, hold on. Let's go back. Call of Duty. Put it on unknown backgrounds. It's doing really well. If you've not played it, honestly, it's cheap and cheerful. It really is. It's not an expensive game.
Yep.
And the new patch that comes out, when it came out, you could do solo, duo, and squad of 4. And it might pair you up with random people if there wasn't enough people. The patch tomorrow means you can do 1, 2, 3, or 4. So the three of you go as a squad, and it literally is you're dropped on a big island.
That's what I was upset
you got to find your resources and survive. And it is, do you know what? I find myself sat there, right, headphones on, cranked right up, and I'm like, you listen to every little noise because you know that one bit up fight you get could be your last one, and everybody wants to get to the last 10. Now I've got down to the last 3 and got my ass kicked. And it grips you. It's not the prettiest game in the world, but it grips you and it pulls you in.
PUBG sounds phenomenal on these. PUBG is just phenomenal with these headphones. And these are the new HyperX Cloud Alphas.
Okay.
Dual chamber, so it separates musics and voices, so it doesn't get muddied. But wonderful headset. Only $100 here in the States. I'm not sure what it is as far as what was that?
Good looking, quite light.
They are very light. They're aluminum. The red part you see is aluminum. Okay. And it's got
aluminium for all our UK guys.
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
Very, very soft, comfortable memory foam ear cups, and they're large enough for my ears. I have big ears, and they're
big head.
Yeah, that too. It does have the cord. As far as plugging it in, everything is removable.
Okay.
Microphone.
He's showing this on Facebook, by the way, guys, so you can't see it on the video. Everyone on Facebook's going to see this.
I'm showing it in the video too. So it is HyperX Cloud Alpha. I definitely recommend.
Now, Call of Duty World at War 2.
Later, hairdresser.
And we're not. See you later, guys. So World at War 2. Right, this is a mixed bag. Highly anticipated. Looked beautiful on launch. As far as we're aware, the campaign runs really well. Looks really well. Downside is too many cutscenes. They seem to make up quite a lot of the data that's within the game itself.
The problem with
the multiplayer.
The problem with the campaign, though, is it's a point-to-point. It's a point unlock system to where all you got to do is get to a certain point to then start the next level. It's like, it's just that's stupid.
Yeah. The multiplayer is getting raped right now by critics. They've taken everything that was good about Call of Duty, and each title goes on. This happens. But to fuck up this game, this is the game that everybody wanted. Go back to World War II. Give us what we want. Give us what everybody enjoys. And they've royally fucked it up. Yes, they have. They've royally fucked it up.
Yeah.
The maps are too small. The design is lazy. There's no flow to the maps. They're very linear. There's loads of bugs. There's a new glitch that's just come out.
Another complaint I'm hearing is they're regurgitating maps.
They've always done that. They do that every single
that's the thing. That's what people are starting to get pissed off about.
It's a bit late. You should have got pissed off by Modern Warfare 3 for that, or even 2 for that matter, taking maps from Call of Duty 2. The latest glitch that has got everybody really, really pissed off right now is you can go in as a spectator and you can basically identify where everybody is. Mm-hmm. So you can jump out of your mate as a spectator and just, float around the map. I would be looked. And you can guide your mates to where the enemy are. It's a huge glitch. Yeah. Now, for a company as big as they are, now we kind of bash Call of Duty and Activision and stuff, and I think rightly so. For a company as big as this is, as successful as it is, and for the money they are making, ridiculous amounts of money, why your game's got glitches? The money you've got, you should have the best developers on the planet to avoid any of this. Yeah.
Well,
to me, it's like
look at EA. Look at the shitstorm EA caused with Battlefront 2.
Oh man,
it's
microtransactions.
The problem with the developers, and I don't know if it's so much the developers. It's mainly the publishers. Is they want to start looking at games as a service instead of games as an entertainment. They're trying to say, oh, well, your linear games are kind of dying. Nobody really wants linear games, which is absolute bullshit. You know how many people were pissed that they closed down Visceral, who did the Dead Space series? They closed them down, and we knew they were working on a new linear Star Wars game, a single-player linear game. They shut them down because they felt the game wasn't going in the right direction.
There was a petition kicking about to have EA remove their license.
Yeah, they want Disney to take it away.
Yeah, Disney take it away. I signed it. Now I've not played the game, but I've watched enough, read enough, and I've done a little bit of rant a little 5-minute rant about the game and microtransactions on the channel. And it's, yes, you're a company, yes, you want to make money, but look at your audience. Look what you're doing. You're asking essentially kids to basically raid mummy and daddy's piggy bank to spend an absolute fortune on what? on a new skin. Oh, my guy needs a new hat, Dad.
Yeah.
Why does he need a new hat? He's in a computer game. Or because John, Freddie, and Alex have got one. All right, well, their parents have got money.
Now, I know people will say, well, Forza has loot boxes and stuff like that too, but there's a big difference between their loot boxes. Loot boxes are rewarded to you for achievements in the games. Yeah. And you purchase them with credits you earn in the game. There's no real cash purchases. So there's a big difference. And when you're buying loot boxes for cosmetics, you're buying them for basically just cosmetics. I'm fine with that. People can spend their money how they want. People can spend their money they want for all the cosmetics. I don't care. But when you're able to spend real-world money on an advantage with weapons or power-ups for your weapons, that's when I'm calling bullshit. That's when you need to stop, and you got to rethink of what you're doing out there, because you're raping kids who don't really know the value of money, because their money comes from mom and dad. You're screwing over players.
This is where it's splitting. It's what's causing a diversity, because you've got the. I'm not taking a dig at people. You've got people who are successful families, have money, etc.
Yeah.
And there's the ones that don't. There's the ones that save long and hard.
And they go far outweigh the ones that do.
That's their game for the year. That's their one and only game. Yeah. These are the ones who they can't afford all these extras, and you've got the ones who can afford the extras. And they're, moving on, you get high ranks and having loads of fun with the game. And you got little Johnny who's busting his balls, doing as hard as he can, but he can't afford to get any higher because of this pay to win. thing that's coming about. Now, companies need to make money, but they need to stop. There has to be a stop. Whether there's some sort of policy put in place that covers all game developers and publishers, there needs to be something put in place to protect the actual community as a whole, because it's getting out of hand.
Yes, very much.
Call of Duty is honestly probably the brainchild of this one. They started with a silly, I want to wrap an M4 in Christmas paper. Cool. Yeah. Oh, we'll charge you we'll charge you £3 for it. Oh, that's all right, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's absolute bonkers.
Yeah, once you start going past cosmetics, that's when you know you're in very bad territory. You to allow people to spend, especially when you on a free to play game, that's one thing. You're not paying for the base game. You're paying to then create the game the way you want it to play. But when you're paying $60 for a AAA title, and then they're offering people to spend more money to improve their characters and their playing abilities, and the stupid, the reasoning that EA gave for all of this was, people don't have a lot of time to invest, so we want them to be able to keep up with their friends. That's bullshit. Okay.
I mean, their apology was it was so half-hearted.
Yeah,
it was it was that oh shit moment when it when you realise you're going the browns through the pink. But, it really was, man. You know what I mean? Was that a genuine apology? No, it wasn't. It's a band-aid. There's a lot of people who actually think that give it a year and they're going to start creeping these microtransactions back in, and it wouldn't surprise me. It really, really wouldn't. But I think somebody needs to come down heavy on EA for obviously what they're doing, Activision.
Okay.
And
look
Ubisoft.
at this. Okay, in the chat, we have the hairdresser saying he doesn't mind buying his son in-game credits and so forth.
Okay.
Now, why is that, Sam? Sam, do you not have your own job to buy your own credits?
He doesn't. He washes daddy's car.
I know. I saw Sam sign into the thing, so I'm curious.
He did, yeah. He did.
Now, why are you okay with buying this stuff for him, Gary?
Let's see the answer. But I don't think real money.
Okay, Sam doesn't he earn? Doesn't he do chores to earn an allowance?
Wax your wheels? No.
Picking up the dog.
I don't
shit
think
in the
real
yard
money has a place in games. Yeah, I think once you've purchased a game, the only currency that's involved in buying stuff within the game should be stuff that's unlocked. There shouldn't be any real hard currency getting moved around.
Again, my thing is,
fucking
loot box should be nothing but cosmetics. There should never be a loot box that gives you a playing advantage. You're part of the problem, because it brings us together.
Yes, no. Guys, got a point. It does bond, right? Gaming does bond. It does bond,
especially when you're the parent and you play more games than the kid does.
Yeah, gaming does bond families and stuff, which is fair enough. But I don't think that
we bond in gaming. I thought you bonded in your MX-5.
Different story. Right, so microtransactions.
Both car nuts.
Oh, nothing. The response, no. Okay, so we've beat up Call of Duty, EA,
Ubisoft,
we're on
first-person shooters, and I have to give a good mention to a fantastic game, free to play, not pay to win, free to play.
Okay. We're talking about
Warframe. By far the best continually developed game, and it's free to play. That game is not only beautiful, it's got awesome gameplay. If you follow the story, it's got an actually interesting story and a lore. And if you're still a player of Warframe and you have the new update, there is now open world play.
Now, you played on console or PC?
It's the same either way. That's the beautiful thing about Warframe.
Yeah, it was the same. I played it on the Xbox.
I played it on Xbox, PC.
And it is. Yeah, I mean, it is one of them games where there's a grind. You need to be in it daily. It's just like a Destiny thing. There's the raids. You've really got to put your time and effort into it. So if it's the only game you're going to play, it's going to be really rewarding. And it is a beautiful looking game, and it works well. But there is a lot to it. It's not a game you can pick up and play and put it down. There's a lot to understand, and if it's your sort of thing, then you're going to love it as much as turtle fucking. So
now here's a game.
It's a really good. It's free, man. It's free.
Now you can buy things. You can buy. Now there's in-game currency called platinum, and other types. You can buy these things to be able to do things, but you don't have to purchase. You don't have to spend one penny. Not one penny on this game, because if you're in the game far enough and you have crafting materials and these weapons, or you have Tenno suits and so forth, or warframes, should I say, Tenno warframes. Warframes. Basically, you can do the trading, which is something Destiny was sorely missing. But you can trade these things, and you can put them in an auctions or whatever, and you can sell them. You can earn platinums this way. So everything you want to do in that game can be done without spending 1 red cent at all. And it's
I mean, the way the game runs and the way it looks and what you can do in the combat, I think the combat's really good. It's quite it's quite inventful. Is this sort of game that you'd expect to pick up off the shelf and pay £50 to £60 for? A normal premium game.
It's that beautiful,
but it's not. It's not. The first time I played it, I thought, what the hell is this? Downloaded it. I liked it, but I didn't have the time to put into it. But if you're on these obsessive
it was difficult
gamers, then it's
a while
definitely
back.
For you.
They've definitely revamped the game. The game's much easier to get a grasp of now and understand. But when it was first coming out, it was difficult to understand. Some people had trouble following how to do shit. But it's come a long way, and like I said, for a small, I think there's only like 10 people in the whole developing team for that game.
Really?
Yeah, it's a very small development house.
There's one downside, and the only downside that I have in this is the forum. When I was on the Xbox, and I tried out, there's on a few issues where I didn't understand stuff. Now, because it's originally a PC title. When you go on the forum and start asking questions, now this is not singled out to Warframe. This tends to happen with any game that runs on PC and console. Assetto Corsa is one of the ones as well. When you go into the forums and ask a question, it could be a simple question, it could be something you're just not sure of. You may get a response, but as soon as they find out you're on console, you are the scum of the planet.
Oh, you're a peasant.
They don't help you, and this is where you get this. Oh yeah, the PC's better than the console. Doesn't matter. We're playing the same title on different platforms. You know what I mean? Let's actually help each other out here. And until that relationship or that what's the word for that environment within the forums, if that doesn't discontinue, there's always going to be the PC and the console. Yeah. Who's better. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame because if that was to run cross title, which I'm not sure if it does. If you're to run a Windows 10, would you be able to?
No.
Maybe you can.
I don't believe there's
that would be interesting. It would be interesting.
There is
there
is crossplay in Forza 7 though, and I have done it, and I've raced with the guys. So.
Are you had a blast of time?
Yes. But not a lot of cross platforms right now, but it is coming. So, to be honest with you, the game I'm actually looking forward to, which I didn't think I would be at first, but I'm kind of starting to get into, is Sea of Thieves.
Now, when this got announced on E3, you got quite excited about it.
No, I was kind of
that sort of thing.
The one I was interested more in was the PS4 one. I forget what it's called. I forget. It's a pirate. It's a pirate.
See, should have done homework. Yeah. Listen to all the other reviews before doing this, but we didn't. PS4. You talk about PS4. Gran Turismo Sport.
Not a big fan of.
I'm liking it. I've not got the hub converter, so I'm doing a controller just now. But on a controller, it works. You can race really smooth with a controller.
I was wondering
the
what he's
replays
talking about.
are fun. replays are
That's
fantastic.
the drive hub
Absolutely
he's talking
fantastic
about.
on it. Yeah, the drive hub. And you know, I like the way it's doing. I mean, the license things. I thought that'd be boring, but it's not. It's really not. Especially if you've got friends doing it, because even when you're doing the licenses, there's like a little mini leaderboard. So you know, it's all to the times. So you might complete that, you know, that part of the license, but you want to go back and beat your mate, whether it's by a hundredth of a second or whatever. So you even within you doing your license, you know, driving skill, which you don't have to do, but you do it. It unlocks cars for you. There's still competition in the driving school, which is quite cool. The one thing I'm not liking on the controller, it might be different on the wheel, is the rally stuff. There's no connection with the track with the controller, but different with the wheel because you'll be able to feel the track. But as a whole, it is a nice game. It's a good looking game. There's some pointless stuff in it, giving you history about countries and stuff, which is completely pointless.
Because it's conversation.
Yeah. But the one thing I watched it 3 times is if you haven't seen the intro
Matt.
for the game. Cheers, Matt. If you haven't seen the intro for the game, watch the intro. And watching that on a 4K screen is phenomenal. It's awe-inspiring, honestly. It's beautiful. And you think, oh, that's what the cutscene's going to be like. But you're the replays are to that level. Honestly, it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's you know, it's my first Gran Turismo outing, and it's all right. So once I get the drive hub and get on the wheel, we'll see what it's like. I have heard there's a slight disconnection when you're on the wheel, similar to what Forza possibly had or has, but I won't know myself until I've got the hub, and then we'll see.
So
obviously, once I've got the hub, get an update.
So talking about the drive hub here, it's just a little bitty box here, which allows you to use basically any wheel. Not just any wheels that are supported, but you could take your wheel, say the Logitech G29. Okay, now that's a PlayStation wheel. So what this allows you to do is you plug this in to the PlayStation, you plug the controller into this little box, and then you also plug the wheel into this little box. Okay, or you plug this into the Xbox, should I say, not the PlayStation. You plug this into the Xbox, you plug the controller in, then the wheel into the box also, and now that turns your G29 into a G920. So you were able to do that. Interesting little thing. I did a little tidbit now. For those that know me, I just got the TSPC Racer from Thrustmaster. Incredible wheel, by the way. It's if you're still using either the T300 or the TX Servo, like you are,
Yes, I am.
I would definitely start keeping an eye on, now not the TSPC, but the TSW XW or WX, whichever one that is. The Sparco wheel one, which is basically
looks lovely.
It is, and
Does
it's the
look
same.
nice.
It's the same motor and everything as the TSPC Racer. It's the new TS series. Wow, the responsiveness on track. You feel so much more because it's faster. It's more powerful. So the force feedback really, it's a lot easier to regain from a slide, to regain the car and get it going back down track.
See, I try not to slide the cars, mate.
Well, it's. I'm not talking about when you're sliding. I'm talking about if you end up doing it. You know, your rear tires.
You play Forza.
Yeah, no, well, it doesn't matter any game. You know when your rear tires clip the curbs,
yes,
and it shoots the ass end out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, well, it's a lot easier to recover.
It's fun in the Clio Cup.
A lot easier to recover with the new TS series. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. But cool. Drive Hub did do an update. Collective Minds is the ones who make it. Okay. They did release an update to the firmware a little while ago, and they haven't made it public, but they did inform me. The TSPC Racer, the TS
an exclusive
to the TSXW, and a few other wheels are currently active in that new firmware update. They just have not made it public yet. So if you do have a TSPC Racer and you want to purchase one of these, you will now be able to use the TSPC Racer on Xbox and PlayStation.
TGR Galley exclusive. Yeah. The only people that know now are
Another
everybody on
another news
Facebook.
story that's going around that is really starting to piss off some Xbox players. So
Come on,
see you later, Eddie. Hope I
Eddie.
gotta go because I'm about to
Oh,
drop some.
Lofty's here. Oh my God, Lofty's alive.
Ah,
Oh, do you want to comment on Dal's comment there in regards to Steam and stuff, mate?
what is this? Some games will play better on PC. Some are fun on Xbox. Just two different experiences. Cross-platform will come with title. Yeah. I know, Daryl. There's a lot. There's a lot of things that I prefer on the Xbox. Like when it comes to PC, no need to comment. He says, but no, I will. I have to say this: when it comes to sim racing, you can't beat the PC. Sorry, you can't. There's just
You've changed.
no. I've always known this.
You've changed.
I've always known this.
You've changed.
I mean, even look at Project Cars 2, a game you like.
Yes.
Allows you to do more settings, more cars on track.
It's weird, right? It's weird you say that.
But I'm not done. I'm not done.
Oh,
I'll let you go in a second. But the amount of titles you get, as far as sim racing right now, Assetto Corsa on PC, Race Room, and R Factor 2 are your best racers. You know, and I'm not including iRacing because iRacing is good, but iRacing is a subscription-based system that really can get expensive.
Empty your bank account for mediocre
it's
race.
expensive. Race Room Race Room is a similar style. It's a free game to play. You can download it free, and you get it.
We like free.
You
Free
get a
free
few
shit's good.
tracks and cars, and then everything else you purchase as you want. You can either buy packs or you can just buy. Oh, you know what? The only GT3 car I like to drive, say, is the BMW Z4 or Z4, depending on what country you're in. You can just buy that car, and not have to have all these GT3 cars in your library.
Well,
you can just buy the one car that you like driving.
It's funny you mention that car because GT Sport, right, gave me that for my birthday.
Really?
I opened the game up and it said happy birthday, and they gifted me a Z4. I was like, oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Nice of
Don't
them.
even know
It's a Christmas present and a birthday present because anybody who knows
nice.
Ewok, his birthday is Christmas Day.
Yes, it was. Yes, I am special. Jesus child,
He's little baby Jesus.
gherkins and turtle fucking.
But yeah, it's just. But now to say that, you know, racing, I don't want to leave the PC. But when it comes to games, say like the Batman series, the Arkham series, I much prefer to play that on my Xbox. Games like
Because I mean, some titles, if it's designed for the console, then you should play it on a console. If it then is released later for a PC, then obviously
a lot of them will
you're not
come out
getting
at the same time.
the real core. It's like it's like a PC title. If it's released and then it's ported over to the console, it's never going to be as good as it is in the PC. Not because it's PC, but because it's
not true.
It's a secondary platform.
Not true. For an example,
Well, that's my opinion.
Nier Automata. No, Nier Automata started on PS4.
Bless you.
Nier Automata started on PS4. It is now on PC, and it is phenomenal. It is.
Okay.
It's gorgeous on PC. So.
Back to what we're talking about. You mentioned Project Cars. Now, this I had a bit of an epiphany, right? Project Cars 2 is very good. The menu system is really good. You can now run championships within the game. So you build it in the game, and it holds all the data for you. Creates your leaderboards, does the points, does it all for you. So you don't have to use Google. Now, there's one thing I don't like about Project. Well, there's two things about Project Cars 2 I don't like. One is the rallycross. It's fucking pointless. Two, it's the way the game looks. They've taken from the first game, which had that gritty, authentic look to it, and from my eyes, I think Project Cars 1 looked better. Project Cars 2, they've kind of gone all Forza. They've got all these loads of bright and vibrant colours, and they made it, dare I say, slightly looks arcade. Doesn't run arcadey, but slightly looks arcadey. The replays don't run as smooth as the replays on Project Cars 1. And I don't know why. I don't know. They've gone like in the right direction for say 95% of it, but they've taken the looks of what the game really look well, and they've kind of just thrown that out and gone with something new. Now, some may disagree, but feel free to comment. That's the way I see it. It doesn't, for me personally, I don't think it looks as good. It handles better in some cases. I was running cars, the Mercedes C-Coupe DTM. Why is that not in Project Cars 2? The supercars. Why is that not in Project Cars 2? Do you know what I mean? Supercars. No, you give us the 125. We don't want the 125. We want the supercar. It's fantastic, but it's not in there. And as far as I know, it's not going to come in the DLC. So I'm a bit unhappy about that. But I spent 6.5 hours on Wednesday, right, till the early hours of the morning, because I was off on Thursday, on Project Cars 1. And my eyes were bleeding. But I had so much fun. So much fun with Project Cars 1.
Speaking of cars, I just downloaded an awesome new car for Assetto Corsa.
Okay.
The Chevy Camaro GT3.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh my God, that car is awesome. Much better than the Cadillac.
That's it. This is on PC.
Yep. Yeah. Well, okay. It's a racing game. I'm only on PC with racing now. So.
Okay. I think you've mentioned it once or twice. I can't recall the last time you actually mentioned it. Oh, just the other now. That's what it was. Yeah.
I wish you would come join me over there. It's just.
No, I can't. I'm a. Now, if you remember a while back, we had a conversation about possibly moving into PC and doing iRacing. And we looked into it, didn't we? Well, and you kind of looked into it more serious than I did. No, I can't be doing with computers or the upgrades, or I can't play that because I've got that graphics card. No, it's too much hassle. It's way too much hassle. Drivers, and I'm going to put it in and play. That's it. So you'll never see me on PC. It's not going to happen. So you and Junior.
Now, I would just like to put it out there. Make note that there's plenty of things that Ewok has said he will never do that he does currently do.
Right. Okay. Right. Just to make this clear, right? I got Project Cars and got rid of it. Gally convinced me. He says, you need to buy it again. I've got settings. It'll all work for you. All right. He was right. Fair enough. Okay. He got me to rebuy Division. That didn't really work out. No.
Because you never came to play.
I do play.
Yeah, you quit playing.
I get bored. Man, I get bored. All those taxis in New York, and I've got to run down the street. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that game does need better fast travel.
Yeah, Destiny. Yeah, all right. I enjoyed Destiny. It was all right, and I enjoyed it. But I didn't have the patience to put in the time like that you and Matt were putting in, which was like, just give up my life for Destiny. I couldn't do that. And I got bored. It was the same thing with Division. It's the grind, which I don't do well.
He said he would never go to manual transmission on his wheel.
I did. That's very true. I did say I would never do manual, but then when you get a wheel, you've got to do manual. You can't spend the money on a wheel and just go, I'm doing automatic. What's the point of that? You're supposed to get a Wii controller and doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I was interested in watching him learn how to use the manual because he did it on Forza.
No, I didn't. No,
yes,
I didn't. No.
Yes, you started switching the manual on Forza.
No, I tried it on the controller in Forza, and I failed.
You bought the wheel while you were still on Forza.
No, I didn't. My first manual race was Imola on Project Cars. That was my very first manual race, and I almost blew the engine. So I kept coming down the years too much.
You had the wheel on Forza.
No,
yes, you did.
I didn't.
I remember you buying it. You bought it. You bought it before. Yes. You bought it before Junior. You had your wheel before Junior.
Did I?
Yes.
Don't know, Junior. If you're watching me, I think you got his before me. I'm sure you did.
No.
Oh no! Hold on! No. My TX was on Project Cars. I had the Spider, Thrustmaster Spider. Had that on Forza.
Yeah. Well, you started. Well, I'm not saying the TX. You started using a wheel on Forza.
See, I'm getting old now. I forget shit. It happens, man. It really happens. So what I'm looking forward to for like 2018. I didn't even know what's coming out. I mean,
No.
there's one game I want to get because I played the demo and I really like the demo. And it's out now as Wolfenstein 2. The first one I really enjoyed.
I never could get into the Wolfenstein games.
Oh, you've got to play the first one. It is epic, mate. It is really good.
I played the old ones on PC.
The old ones were good. The first one on the console.
I was more
the second one.
I was more a fan of the Heretic.
Really cool. When you're, you're kicking shit at Nazis, what's not to love? What is not to love? So that's one game. It's on my hit list to get. I really want to get it. I found myself playing Tomb Raider last night.
Which one?
I'm not. Which one was it? Which one was
Rise
it?
of the Tomb Raider?
No, Definitive. I'd uninstalled the Rise of, and I re-downloaded it. But I was playing Definitive last night.
Yeah.
And I forgot how much fun it was.
Oh, I love that game.
Really?
It's, to me personally, the new Tomb Raider reboot series, I like that better than Uncharted. I really do.
I'm tempted to get the Lost Legacy. If you don't know, there's a new Uncharted game out, Lost Legacy. It kind of picks up off the story of the female team. I don't know whether I get it. It looks like more of the same. I'm not entirely sure. But things I did try and go back, because I played 4 was the first one I played, and I tried to go back and play 1, 2, and 3. I borrowed the discs off my little brother. Now 1 I couldn't deal with. It's like playing Minecraft. It was all pixels and it was too chunky. Tried 2, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Tried 3, yeah, I got bored with it. No.
I still haven't played 4.
I can't do it bad.
I've got 4. I just haven't played
4's really good, man. It's
it.
really things. It's got the same mechanics as The Last of Us. The same people make it,
which I didn't like.
But it's the mechanics of when you're moving stuff around. It's identical. It's the exact. Now I know it's
probably going to get us a lot of thumbs down because I said I don't like The Last of Us.
It's named. It's named by made by the same people, but you don't just cut and paste, copy and paste something onto another game. Because people are going to pick up and go, hold on a minute, I do that exact same thing on another game. It's not even slightly different. It's the exact same.
So picking up, talking about these first-person shooters, here's a piece of news coming to the Xbox that has been leaked out by Poland that has got a lot of Xbox gamers in an uproar. Okay. Now, you currently know that Xbox allows you to hook up a keyboard and that sort of forth to minimally use it. But what has been leaked out by Poland is that Xbox will be going full keyboard and mouse support for games, just like a PC. This has people in an uproar because now they're going to be allowed to use a mouse and keyboard when it comes to first-person shooters.
Now, for the Xbox X, I don't see what...
That has nothing to do with the Xbox X. That's Xbox all the way around.
But with the Xbox X coming out, there was a comparison. The guy done a comparison in this YouTube video. Some of you may have seen it. I can't remember the channel that does it. And he took a PC and he took the Xbox X. And the PC was basically, he built it so it had the same specs as the X. Mm-hmm. And he done over it was like sort of 3 or 4 games. The X outperformed the PC.
In some aspects, it does.
Yes. Yeah. So to then take a console and give it mouse and keyboard support, obviously it's evolution of gaming, but is it?
But that's not what the problem.
Is it right? I don't think it's right. Mouse and keyboard should be for PC. Console is a console.
The problem is that mouse and keyboard is better on first-person shooters. You are more accurate. You are faster, and 9 times out of 10, the guy with the mouse and keyboard is going to beat you in a gun battle when it comes to first-person shooters.
Actually, there's a guy called Mark Hall, friend of mine. Okay, back in the days in Call of Duty, he used to have a sensitivity to the max. Everything was up, and you watch him play, and you think, how can you see what you're seeing? It was like you think he had it modded or something. He was cheating, but he wasn't. His reactions were just lightning fast. Everything. I mean, literally, he would just touch the controller, and his guy's like spinning a circle, and he'd be able to like focus on what was happening. So I don't think.
Yeah, but that's not a normal.
I don't think you can
say.
I don't. Well, no, it depends on the person. I don't think you can say you're more accurate and it's better on PC. I don't. I would
mouse and
disagree with
keyboard
that.
is more accurate. It's been proven. It's easier to control a gun with a mouse and keyboard.
I'm an Ewok that fucks turtles. I'm going to disagree.
There you go, Daryl. There's
I'm going to
Turtle.
disagree. Yeah, I'm getting in as many as I can. You saw us coming, yeah? So you don't understand turtle fucking, it's a grid thing. If you want to know what it's about, join the grid. Yeah, in-house joke.
So, a question out there to those still watching the live broadcast here on Facebook. What in 2017 did you like? What did you not like?
Ooh.
Yes, there are racers faster on a controller,
And that's
Daryl,
bad.
and there's
Yeah.
a reason for that. The controller
No,
gives you an
human.
advantage because with a controller you're able to get from lock to lock faster, which is a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what a lot of people on Xbox when they were making Forza 7 cross play. There's a lot of people who didn't want time trials and so forth to be allowed to. They wanted to be able to separate them because when you're going around the track, the controller has an advantage over, say, a wheel. So because of that lock to lock, and you're not as active. So they didn't feel that it would be a good representation. They felt controllers and wheels should be separated when it comes to things like time trials and so forth. But
It
yeah,
just looks
you
naff
do.
on the replay, doesn't it? Little wheel in this.
I can't use a controller. Even though I can get from lock to lock faster, it fucks me over. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I have to race on a wheel or I suck. But yeah, there's big controversies over the whole the controller and wheel issues. But you know, you make do with what you got. And there's guys who are phenomenal with controllers, and there's guys who are phenomenal with wheels. So.
But it's like any game that's made on a console has to be controller compatible.
Yeah.
Forza 7, I think they've done well on that. Project Cars 2, they've done well on that. GT Sport have done well on. Obviously, Project Cars 1 was horrendous. Just throw your control out the window. You take a corner better. But yeah, all things. I know with the lock to lock, but it's still when you watch controller. So some people who race using a controller, they're not as fluent on track. But they get faster times, and you're thinking, hold on, you're taking that corner, you're in and out of the apex, you're not taking a smooth line, but you're faster than me, and I'm using a wheel. I'm getting nice, consistent, it's crazy. And you go on the leaderboards, some of the fastest people in the world are on a controller.
Yeah, well,
And
you got to remember, you got your shifter, you're all right there. So you're shifting and all that, all right in here. You're not. You're not taking your hand off the wheel to reach your shifter and all this other stuff, or even if you're doing if you're doing the paddles, that's fine. But there's many advantages you're getting on the controller, and I just say just deal with it. I mean, but that's another aspect of things. Like, I mean, even you go to iRacing. Okay, you go to iRacing, you can use the mouse. You can.
Daryl, you're a dick. That's another in-house joke. You're a dick. Yes,
why?
Forza 7 all the way. Yeah.
Where do you see that?
Facebook.
I don't see that.
Do you not?
No.
Scroll down. Yeah. Gareth Simpson is watching. Lucky Eddie's back again. Hello, Lucky Eddie. Welcome back.
But anyway, so guys, what about 2017? What game did you really enjoy? What didn't you like? What disappointed you the most?
You not being on podcast, being in a truck. That's what disappointed me the most. I've been left hanging. Just walking circles in my garden. There's like a trench in my garden where I'm walking circles when I should be doing podcast. Yeah, get the fix.
You can do them without me.
Yeah. Do you know what? If I'd done them without you, it might make more sense. And it wouldn't get too geeky. Because as you know, when you get like your geek head on, and I'm glad. Yes, I see that too. screen just filled it with a finger. I'm glad this where Matt's coming on board with this, and so obviously MGT 1990 V2 is his gamer tag on Xbox, and I can't remember what it is on PlayStation. He is joining Gally for podcasts, geeky stuff. So this is where the two of them are going to get proper into the nitty gritty stuff of gaming, which I don't.
Well, no, not gaming.
I don't get into the nitty gritty stuff.
Not gaming.
Oh, you know,
comics.
Yeah.
Pop culture.
Well, gaming world as well.
Talk about
and that's not me. If you're ever in a party with these guys and they find this common ground, just put your headset down, go make yourself a coffee, have some dinner, come back. They'll still be talking about their favorite comic or what have you. If you're into it, you know, tune in.
We got lots to talk about on that. We got to talk. We got to talk about Justice League. We got to talk about
Justice.
We got to talk about the new Doctor Who, the whole the Doctor becoming a female.
Doctor Who. Well, do you want to slow down? Maybe you want to go out and watch it first before you start talking about it. You know what I mean? Again, what's with this? Do you know what I mean?
I'm just letting you know you're number one,
nice
buddy.
to see you. Yeah. Well, like you're my number 2, buddy. Okay.
Or 3, and you can read between the lines.
Okay, he's on fire, isn't he? He's on fire. Okay.
All right, so we're not getting any responses from Facebook.
No, we're not. No,
they don't like us.
Maybe it was the finger. Maybe that was a step too far.
That was for Ewok, not you guys.
He's telling you lies. It's all lies. I'm telling you it's lies.
So, what about 2017 did you find the most disappointing?
Disappointing 2017. Well, see, I was tempted to get the new Call of Duty. I was tempted, and I keep looking at it thinking, and I feel, even though I'm not a massive Call of Duty fan, I feel mega let down by it because I really wanted to get it. I thought World War II, the sales going to be authentic, and that's the one thing it really, really just it was a bummer for me. And
the next game is going to be World War
What's he saying that? I don't know about Battlefield 1 actually. It's a close tie because Battlefield 1 I got and I was just like, this is shit. It's terrible. It's somewhere between Battlefield, Call of Duty, and some Halo. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's really, really random. Really, really random.
I'd have to say my biggest disappointment of 2017 was Destiny 2. I can't.
I'm not surprised at that because you were over the moon with that coming out.
Yeah.
But is it one of these things where sometimes a movie gets a sequel and then you watch the sequel and you go, do you know what? It didn't need one. It didn't need a sequel. The first movie was just fine. Or where they get a remake.
A reboot.
I mean, look at Call of Duty remastered. Call of Duty 4 remastered. They changed all the gun sound. They changed a few things here, a few things there, and it's not as good as the original. Yeah. It's not. I know people have got it and they said, "Nah, I play the original 360. It's better." That's mad, considering all the hard work they put into it.
Yeah.
But there is talk of Modern Warfare 2 getting a remaster.
Yep.
If they were just to polish it up, then fair enough. But don't go messing with stuff. Just leave shit alone. I'm hoping that 2018 brings us something special. I'm hoping that.
Well, we've still got undisclosed exclusives from Microsoft to look forward to, because according to Phil Spencer, we've got three titles, 3 new IPs under development that they're not talking about.
Well, there's supposedly this is not Microsoft. There's supposedly a new Battlefield, and there's a little thing on Twitter a wee while back.
What does that have to do with Microsoft? That's EA.
No. I was thinking about games that are coming out, and there's possibly a Battlefield dropping next year. But I've been trying to find more information on it. It was just a thing on Twitter. It was up and then it was gone, and I've not seen anything since.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. There was some type of I think it was a remake or something of one of the Bad Company 2.
No,
they were supposedly coming out with a new Bad Company 2.
3.
But it's
Bad Company 3.
But it's not. They're actually not. I did look into that. I saw that rumor. The guy who He was correct when he released information about Battlefield 1. So he did talk about the Bad Company 3. Come to find out, no, it wasn't it. That actually isn't what's in development. It's actually Battlefield 5.
That's gutting, isn't it?
I don't know.
I
didn't really get into the Bad Company games. To me, the best Battlefield game was Battlefield 2 on PC, which was that's when the Battlefield 2 was my last foray.
You don't like the campaigns?
No, there was no campaign. It was just strictly online multiplayer. Because that was my last foray into online gaming, or not online gaming, but PC gaming.
The Battlefield Bad Companies were.
Those were made for console. Those were made for console.
Great. They were great. Do you know what I mean? Blowing. The script of the games was really, really good. Honestly, the script of the games was really, really good.
Yeah. See, I was more interested in the multiplayer, which Battlefield 2 was phenomenal. And in my opinion, to this day, Kubra Dam is still the best multiplayer map ever made. I love that map. Battlefield 2, Kubra Dam. It was the map.
Never played that game. Never played that.
It was phenomenal. It wasn't the same when they released it as Modern Combat for consoles. It wasn't the same.
Is that what that is? I remember Modern Combat.
Yeah, it was Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. It was just Battlefield 2 on PC, and then we had Battlefield 2149 and all that, but Battlefield 2 was my last PC game, and after I stopped playing that, I wasn't on PC gaming anymore. I strictly went to console.
Game I'm looking forward to.
What's that?
Far Cry 5.
I don't know. Isn't that getting some?
It's getting a bit of stick. It's getting a bit of stick.
I'm hearing some bad stuff about it right now.
I think it's to do with the subject matter of what it is.
Oh, thank you, Daryl.
What are you agreeing to? I agree. With who? What, with Fathead or with me? What are you agreeing to? Far Cry 5. It's a little bit controversial, isn't it? Cults, rednecks, people get strung up.
Yeah, that's what you think all of us Americans are.
I don't know. I like looking at it for some reason. I've got a Far Cry 4, and I try and get into it, and I just can't. I do have to put an hour at a time. And
I never really could get into any of the Far Cry games.
I did up until the point where Far Cry 2 for me was phenomenal, and I'd love to see a remaster of that where they fix all the glitches the game had, loading issues. But Far Cry 2 was epic, man, absolutely epic. African Civil War and stuff. You're cutting about. You got malaria. You got to make sure you keep your meds in that. Oh, it's really good, man. Really. If you don't have it, right, get yourself a PS2 and go and get it. Honestly, or even get it for the 360. It's a really, really good game. Really good. I accept that. Yes, Daryl, you accept that, but cryptic. I'm stripping you patch. Yes. See, the little thing is, Mr. Daryl Thornton down here on Facebook. I've got him into Sons of Anarchy, right? And he's addicted.
Oh, it's a great show.
I've watched second, third time I've watched it, and it gets me every time. It's an amazing show. If you don't watch Sons of Anarchy, go on Netflix and watch it. It's 7 seasons. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. He stays up late and stuff. Doesn't go to bed and that. Tries to make me feel guilty from getting addicted to the show. Great show, fantastic show.
Oh yeah.
He's still not.
Right up there with Doctor Who.
What, the show you don't watch?
Oh, bite me. It's also not.
You don't get the shakes like cold turkey and stuff. I need my hit.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I got a lot of shit been going on. His wife hates you. That's okay, Daryl. Yoli hates me for getting him into half the shit he does anyway.
No. Beth doesn't hate me. Hello, Beth. She doesn't hate me. No, she doesn't.
She just doesn't tell you.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
Hey, I know how it feels. I know the feeling. I feel the love from Yuli.
Yeah, glad you do, because I fucking don't. If you're watching Love, she's probably watching. She's probably watching
On Facebook. Ooh, I don't know. I didn't see her sign in.
No. You know, women are like wives and stuff. Sneaky.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had one.
I've just said that live. Can you believe that? Well, if you are watching, sweetheart, no, everything's good. Kosher. Like try to pull yourself out of a hole, is it, without a fucking ladder?
Okay. So what did you find? What defined 2017 for you?
2017. Me. What defines it? For me, it's got to be, and as cheesy as it is that it was the success of the podcast. We started this out. You approached me on it, and I was like, "What do you mean? Are you going to record it?" kind of thing. And I remember the first time I'd done it, it was on the Xbox headset. I did it to Clear, and then I went and bought a mic, and then obviously I got the Yeti from yourself. Yeah, it was the way it kind of took off. Because we done like the first couple, and we kind of found a rhythm, and it's random, and sometimes it's random or it's constructive, as sometimes they were. They kind of went off their own tangent, and everybody, enjoyed them. I still listen to them back, and I've got a smile on my face every time. And it's gone really well, and it's just been a shame that you've obviously been away working. This is the first chance we've had to get another podcast going. And I know you're going away again, so once you get back, we'll get back into the weekly hits and stuff. Yeah, that's been a real highlight. That and the grid, having that up and running. I've got a great team working with me, and it's and making it the success that it is, and that and in doing that, helping Malik getting people with Forza, and we've got kind of a bond again. So that has been my highlight. Definitely podcasts and the whole community as a whole. It's all sort of come together again, because it kind of drifted a bit. Do you know what I mean? Project Cars, GMC didn't work, and then I was racing with another group, and I was mistaken as the owner, and then the owner got pissed and kicked me. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Had none of it happened, the grid wouldn't be here, and I think we'd sort of be where I am now. So it's going to be a bit of a roller coaster year. The highs are definitely the podcast and the grid, and I think the year's finishing off just nice. The fact that you've got back and we've been able to do a podcast before the year ends it's a nice finish to the year.
Yeah. I do miss doing the podcast. I truly do, and it's just being in a truck was because I'm obviously driving a truck for the winter. I think my highlight of 2017 was finding an unbelievable deal on a flight and booking a new vacation over to the UK again. And
I thought that was a wind-up.
No. Booking this new vacation and doing a huge meetup with GLC members, and going to Rednall karting, and we're going to get some karting competitions going on. We're going to be out there on the karts, possibly even doing some paintball on the paintball course. That's just I don't know. That got me just so excited. So when we get back, I mean, what's this look on your face? Aren't you still taking the vacation?
I have booked the time off. I have.
Coming down.
It's going to be chaos.
So probably the next podcast me and Ewok are able to do, we're actually going to do it together in the same place.
That'd be mental.
So we'll be sitting there next to each other, actually.
So who's going to be in charge of the technical stuff? Because I'm not doing it.
That'll be me. And I've got some gifts.
Right.
I got some gifts for you too. So.
What?
I got some gifts for you.
See, surprises, and I've now got to wait. March. I love surprises. I do like surprises.
2.5 months. 2.5 months.
2.5 months. God.
Yeah.
Well, so it's 2.5 months until I see you again.
Yeah, see, then he's talking about how much he missed me.
And I said, at no point did I say how much I missed you. I missed the podcasts. Let's just
Am I
get
not
that
part of the
straight.
podcast?
Yeah,
You
not essential.
obviously don't miss it that much because you don't do them without me. Ooh,
I've
putting
got
one
nothing to
knife a little
say.
further in your back.
Well, it's kind of weird doing a podcast by yourself because you don't have a.
No, it's not.
You need a co-host. You can't bounce stuff. You know what I mean?
No, you can do it all you want.
I mean, obviously, you bring kind of the facts and the sensibility to it,
And you bring the jokes.
and I bring the chaos and
Comedy.
theories. Chaos and comedy. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah. Thank you. Turtlefucking.com. Yes, that's the last one for Daryl.
When will we have details? I need to book hotel. Okay, Gary. Me, Mal, and Eddie will be getting together either later today or sometime tomorrow to try and get some information sorted out. This is me without my teeth. I'm sorry.
Somebody say put your teeth in.
I can't put my teeth in because my dentist screwed me over.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed without teeth right now. I was supposed to have my permanent. Yes, I wear dentures on the top of my mouth, and I was supposed to have my permanent, but
It's got 110.
it's not. So I'm pretty much screwed for the next, I think, till the end of the month.
At least the homeless guys will be happy.
Fuck you. You're such an asshole.
You can't keep yourself occupied.
Shut up, you
truck,
turtle
mate.
fucker.
You can't do it in the car by yourself every night.
Oh, we can either do all the same hotel or a B&B. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. We got to see what's in the area. We got to get prices. We got to see whether we'll be able to.
I thought we were getting a tent and staying at Gary's. I'm sure that's what Sam said.
We got to see as far as whether we have to actually book it. Yeah, I'm not sleeping in the same room as you. I don't trust you. I might wake up with a new hairdo.
You might wake up with hair.
But yeah, we got to see whether we can actually just whether we actually have to book the day for a large party or whether we can just make a reservation and come in or whatnot. So we got to find this stuff out, and so
Topping and tailing.
see,
Really?
over here in the States, we call that spooning.
Do you know what? I'm an Ewok. Do you know how tall I am? If I'm staying in your room, it's
He's
only
5'7".
I'm not even going there. I was going to say something now. That's on the rest. I'm live on Facebook. I'm not saying that shit. No. Hey, it's fine. You know, I'll sleep in the wash hand basin. I'm an Ewok. I'm not bad. Don't take up much room.
So yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna hopefully try and over the next couple days record some other stuff to put on to release here and there while I'm gone. Hopefully, Ewok will find the time to do some more of his 5-minute rants or so forth.
Yeah, I just need to get pissed off at stuff so I can do my 5-minute rant.
Just talk to me.
Nothing's
I
really.
up.
Yeah, but when I talk to you, we end up doing a fucking podcast. That's not bad idea.
You know,
Yeah, we'll see.
Get yourself a mixer board and do some podcasts with Daryl. Have Daryl join in with you.
Well, there's something we've been looking at actually to the grids. There's certain developments happening and things we're possibly looking at. But trying to get Daryl to do a video is I've been asking him to do a video for the grid, and he doesn't do it. He just doesn't do it. He'd rather sit there and pick out his new hat.
Hell no.
Hell no. Yeah. He'd rather pick out his new hat, just for his new Backstreet Boys look. But no, I mean, yeah, videos. Yeah, it takes a lot. Believe it or not, right? The guys watching this, you may not realize it takes a lot of energy to do the video because you're putting yourself out there to be criticised quite heavily. Now, this is the first one we've done live on Facebook, and I was like, fuck, we go live on Facebook. We can't, we no retakes, we can't edit, we can't do anything. So I was like, didn't know how this was going to go. And obviously we had the technical issues at the start with the headphones. But we got through it, mate. We got through it. It's not to say we're going to go live again. You know, if you want pointless live podcasts,
this was special to include the GLC guys.
Gotta keep you up to date with them ones.
I was hoping they'd include themselves a little bit more by telling us what they enjoyed most about 2017, but they're just closed off.
Right, I have just got a message. This is quite cool. I've just got a message from Beth, who is married to Daryl. CJ, I don't hate you, not even a little bit.
Oh, so you lied, Daryl.
Daryl.
Liar.
Facebook isn't translating his gibberish. I tried CC subtitles, but it doesn't work on the podcast. Really? Take your dick out your mouth. Oh, dearie me. Right, we're now being told to fuck off on Facebook. This. All because I mentioned a hat. I got me hat. I got me a brand new hat. Okay.
Hi, matey.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Daryl loves hats. He has lots of them.
I do too, Daryl. By the way,
he spends a lot of time with his hats.
I collect hats also. So.
Oh, you collect caps, but he has these hats. It's like
fedoras.
It's like Donnie out of New Kids in the Block, kind of stuff.
He likes fedoras and stuff.
No. What are they? The flat cap things, like Kangol things. Samuel L. Jackson kind of wears that sort of
stuff. The berets and Kangos and stuff.
The berets. Berets. I'm not saying Daryl wear a beret yet. Beth, if you want to jump in and comment on that thing, if you do have a photo of Daryl wearing a beret, even if he's wearing stockings, please feel free to post up. Maybe it's that photograph that Daryl doesn't realise that Beth knows about. We'll see. We'll see what Beth comes through with on that one.
So we'll be able to start calling Daryl Kango Man?
Yes, Daryl Kango Man. Yes, not Daryl BMW Z4, Kango Man. That's going to be his new gamer tag. For those who are watching. Yes, Daryl. Really. Yes, really. You know, I should cut him a bit of slack. He's got man flu just now. Yeah, he's this podcast went from gaming to my hats. It's the way the podcast happens, but we have a kind of a loose structure.
Yeah, very loose.
And when I say loose, it's like well, it's that loose. There is no structure, and it kind of just goes in any direction that we kind of see it going in. And yeah, it's went to your hats, mate. It's the way it happens. You're famous. Everybody knows who you are for your hats.
Everybody's going to be out there on Xbox looking for Kango Man.
Yes, yeah. That's very true. Very true, man. Very true.
So
it's going to be a switch between the screens because there's the delay. So look at this one, then look at that one. I'm like, bit of a delay.
Anyway, 2017. I have to say it was pretty great for gaming. We had some awesome games come out for Xbox, PlayStation, and even PC. I love the fact that Forza 7 went to the PC, did the crossplay, made it so much easier for me to switch over to the PC for my sim racing, and still able to occasionally join in with the GLC when it comes to playing Forza. So now we just got to work on Ewok getting a copy of Forza.
Right, I'm going to say this now to Facebook, and then I'll say it to you, right? I will never be buying a copy of Forza 7. Never buying a copy of Forza 7. Never.
He didn't say he wouldn't accept it as a gift.
No, I don't want it as a gift either. No. It's not. It'll be one of these games that would sit on the shelf, and I would never play it. It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It's weird because I went back and played Forza 6 a while ago. After being on.
It's not about the game, though.
and I couldn't do it. I couldn't take a fucking
fun.
corner.
It's about the fun. It's about the people.
It's about the fun.
Power to the people.
It's about the fun. When I'm getting lapped by Brooksy, it's just not fun. You know what I mean? Getting lapped.
Yeah,
it's not. Oh.
We can all rest at ease, Gary says. That's all right, Daryl. You enjoy what you enjoy. Like I said, I don't mind Forza 7. It's actually Forza 7 on PC is by far better than any of the other Forzas.
I nearly lost my shit. Come on,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't lose my shit. I gave him a little bit of stick.
You got pissed off when I said I was going to get it.
Fucking right, I did.
Yeah, so.
Hey,
you're just pissed because Project Cars 2 isn't crossplay.
Dan was watching. Why does Facebook do that? We know he's watching because he's commenting.
I don't know. But, Wooters.
Woodo!
No, he's not Woodle anymore. He's Wooters. His name is now Wooters. Not Woodle.
Wooters.
It's Wooters.
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 Wooters?
Wooters. Wooders.
Okay. I was wondering if it because there were no teeth made. It was Wooters. Wooters.
Fuck you.
Elmer Fudd's in the room. Okay.
Yeah, you wabbly wabbit.
That's right, Trimmer.
But
so what else is going on?
Hopefully, what is the scoop with your internet, Wooter? You going to be joining in soon, eventually, or what?
He needs to move house.
Hello.
Or something.
Move house. A lot of people miss him. He plays the game. But I guess he's saying his internet connection isn't good enough to actually join in on the multiplayers. So,
but the thing is, mate, is that there's loads of people who have a crap connection, and still race.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And no one's going to hold that.
He thinks it'll take away from the enjoyment of others. As to where I don't know.
The problem is, Wood's old chap, is you're too damn caring and polite. Be an asshole. Just be an asshole.
Yeah.
Jump in, you start rubber banding and take somebody out. Oh well, fuck
take
him.
Some lessons
just
from Gary.
Be an asshole. Yeah, take some lessons from Gary. Be an asshole. You know, see, being an asshole, it's fun sometimes. It's. Do you ever wake up in a day and you think, you know what, I've had a shit day, and you know today's just going crap. You think, fuck it, I'm just gonna be an asshole, and it's so much easier being an asshole than it is being nice.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Being an asshole, you don't have to think about it. You really don't. Try it, honestly. Just
my
pick one
parents
day
told me I could be whatever I wanted to be when I grew up, so I chose to be an asshole.
And a good asshole like that, yeah.
But so hopefully he eventually can start joining in. I know it was a pleasant surprise with the Battle of the Beamers we had on Boxing Day over there in the UK. Detroit Boy joined in.
Detroit? Now, I saw you post this and I was like, really?
Yeah, we had Detroit Boy on track.
He's back, is he?
Oh, yeah. He thinks Forza 7 is shit. He does like the fact that you can now control the cars better, but he hates that tier system also. So,
Gally, can you repeat what the furry bum said? He's breaking up. Cheers.
He said stop caring about everybody else on the damn freaking game.
Yeah, and just be an asshole.
Be an asshole, and if you fuck up their game with your lag, so what?
Yeah, if you're rubber banding, who cares? You know, as long as you have a good race.
Yeah.
Just see it as a public lobby on Forza 6.
It's a public lobby.
Fuck everybody. Just go for your lap. That's the best thing you can do.
Oh.
Saying that, public lobbies on GT Sport.
My phone's gonna die.
Forza 6 has not got a look in. Seriously bad on public lobbies on Forza GT Sport. Really, really bad. You see your phone's gonna
pull
die.
a Brooksy. Yeah, Daryl just went there.
That's naughty, mate. That's naughty.
We got to wind this down now.
Yep.
We are now going almost into 2 hours on this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a brand new record. Get it, mate.
Yeah.
2 hours talking shit and you're still listening.
We're at about an hour and 40 minutes, so we're almost at 2 hours.
Oh. I thought we were almost at the 2 hour mark. An hour and 40 minutes? Yeah, that's all right.
But so my phone's about to die, so we're gonna lose the live connection.
It kicks. Really says it kicks him out.
It kicks me. Oh, yeah, it sucks. Are you gonna be getting new internet or what? I thought this was the new internet you were supposed to get. That was supposed to be better.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
oh well.
He's trying to get fiber or something.
Oh well. Sorry to be ignoring our YouTube watchers. So we've been pretty much just rambling on these for a little while now. But 2017, great year for gaming. Some really great games came out. Even more games to look forward to. Again, PS4 has announced some of their games coming out next year, which look really good. I'm looking forward to Days Gone. Even though I'm not big on the zombie thing.
It does look good, doesn't it?
It does look good. It looks really good.
It does look good.
Whether I do State of Decay 2 from Microsoft, which is another zombie game, but if I do, I'll probably be doing that on Xbox. Not on Xbox, on PC, I'm sorry.
PC.
But I have to say, there is one thing I am disappointed in as far as 2017. And that is the Xbox One X. What the fuck is with a 500 gigabyte hard drive? This is bullshit.
What?
That comes with a 500 gigabyte hard drive.
Right. The games are like 2 to 3 times as big, the files. And they've given you a smaller hard drive.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very difficult because I had the Xbox One S, which had a 2 terabyte. And then they come out with the X and they give only 500, which was what the original Xbox One came out with. It's like...
Do you think it's been an oversight? They've pumped it out, right? And after they've sold,
they're really pushing the external hard drives. That's the thing. They're really pushing it.
Running on external hard drive is obviously better for the system. I mean, we know that. Keeps the system cooler and what have you. But it doesn't. I mean, that should become 1 terabyte minimum, bare minimum as a console.
Yeah.
Talking about that before we wind this down, the Xbox One X. I was in Game Store today, getting rid of an old phone, and there was a couple, and there was a guy in there, and he was buying an Xbox One X, and his girlfriend was with him, and she was like, "So you can afford this, but we can't go on holiday, right?" And this is like, the store's busy, right? This poor guy's like, "Oh, we'll talk about it when we get home." She's like, no, we'll talk about it now. So you're going to pay £450 for a console, but you can't take me on holiday. And I felt so fucking sorry for this guy. He had nowhere to turn, right? So he's at the till, right? He's at the till with his card, and you can see the hesitation of handing the card over. He's not sure whether he hands the card over or walks out the store. But the guy's put the console on the counter, so it's there. He can almost touch it. And he paid for it. And she stormed out. But like looking around, you can see the guy, because there was couples in there. Looking around, you can see the guys going, "Yeah, mate, proud of you. I'm so proud of you." You know what I mean? But then you can see like wives looking at the husbands going, "Really, really?" Oh man, okay. Hat off to the guy. He done us proud.
Yeah, well, that's trouble with having women in your lives. That's why I don't
know. I'm not going to comment because I made a boo-boo earlier. Just in case I've got myself in the shit.
Yeah, but I have to say, Yoli is a phenomenal woman. She's really.
Thank you. I actually appreciate that.
She
puts up my sorry
ass.
Up
with you, but she also encourages your hobbies, which is with the game and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
I mean, she's good with it, which you don't get that from a lot of women. A lot of women will be like, "Oh, well, if you have free time, you should be spending it with me," and I'm fuck you.
Yeah,
but
most guys in my position would be single, divorced.
I think I'm really looking forward to meeting you when we bring you back home after the trip.
I think she's taken an extended visit. That that weekend, mate.
Ah,
That'll be good, man.
yeah, because when we're done in Oswestry, we're going to be taking off and we're going to be going up to Blackpool, and then from
Blackpool.
Blackpool, that's when we'll be traveling back up to Scotland to drop you off, and
Scotland.
then back home, or well, back down towards London, so I can catch my flight to come back home after the 8 days.
Galley in Scotland, eh?
Yeah,
Never thought we'd see it. Kind of hope we would.
take a little stop off at
Go on in.
St.
Try and pronounce it.
Andrews.
There we go. There we go. St. Andrews.
I got to go see. If I'm going to be there, I have to go see the golf course. I love golf, and
Well, you can't miss it. You pass it when you drive in, mate.
I can't wait to see it.
Let me get a little tour of Octomukty. Nice sweet town.
So here we are back again for a special end of year podcast where we just basically just shot the shit, talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, made fun of people here and there.
That's what we got to do, innit? That's what we got to do. It's not personal. It's damn fun.
Also keep an eye out for another podcast. Like I mentioned earlier, me and Matt will be doing it. So you'll have Gally and Matt. The new podcast will be called Geek Speak, where we talk about all things geek, pop culture.
So maths and trigonometry.
That would be nerds.
Geeks, nerds. Same
No,
fucking
they're not the same.
Okay.
So, but anyway, it was great being able to chat up with Ewok again. What are you doing right now? After this?
One podcast for you.
No, when you're done with this, what are you going to go do?
Where have you been for the past 2 hours? Hello.
When you're done with this, what are you going to go do?
I'll go downstairs, make sure the dogs haven't chewed a hole in the sofa. And I don't know. I've got nothing planned.
I don't know.
That is my life.
Are you working tomorrow?
I am.
Yeah, so you got to go to bed early.
Well.
I was hoping maybe we can get some PUBG in.
Yes, there's time for that.
All right. Well, once we wrap this up, I gotta run out real quick down the street, and then I'll be back home and see if we can get some PUBG in. If you're on the
Dodger.
If anybody here on the live broadcast, if you're on Xbox and you have PUBG, hit us up. Maybe we'll try and get in there and
PUBG.
get some shooting done.
Shoot some shit. Blow some shit up.
Give me a list of posters to make.
List of posters. Okay.
So
I'll try and think of something for posters. Do a PUBG poster. No, I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. Daryl, you need to get on PUBG. That's what you need to do.
also, look for me on Mixer as I'll be doing some live streams of my racing on Assetto Corsa Race Room and R Factor 2, maybe even some Dirt Rally. Be hitting that up. I'll show you some of the nice tracks that you can't race on Assetto Corsa on console.
Oh, just fucking rub it in, like get a handful of salt in there, fucking the wind.
Oh, you know what other track
You
know what other track I downloaded for Assetto Corsa that
What?
you thought you could only do on Forza? I downloaded Maple Valley.
Huh?
Maple Valley.
What's that?
It's
Is that
a Forza
track?
fantasy track.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Don't know.
But I also downloaded Sebring. Got Sebring.
I wish we had that Project Cars. I really do.
The only one I can't find that pisses me off for Assetto Corsa is there is no Long Beach.
That's on Project Cars.
Yes, I know it is. Oh yeah, I'll be streaming some Project Cars too. Also.
He's a busy boy, eh? He's a busy boy, people. He's a busy boy.
So yeah, check me out on Mixer. Just look me up, TGR Galley. And what are you going to be doing?
Well, if you want to find me, you can find me on the grid on Facebook, or go into Xbox Clubs, look for the Pit Lane, or find us on Twitter at TG Dirty Work, where you can get access to everything the grid offers. Project Cars 2, Assetto Corsa, we'll even push you on to Forza 7 with the GLC. That's what we've got going on. We're quite busy. We've got GT4s are coming up. We're finishing a Clio Cup series just now. We've got GT4s, so we'll be following that in the new year. We have got a touring car season coming up as well, but the guy that's going to host it had an operation, so it's kind of delayed. We've got classic F1s. That's going to be launching in 2018. We've got a hot lap season running just now, courtesy of one of the THR guys. And we've also got a collaboration between THR and the Grids, where we run LMP GT3 season. And that's still got 6 weeks left on that one. That's just what's happening now. There's a lot more to come up.
Awesome.
Social Wednesday nights are happening as well. So loads going on.
Awesome. So,
Facebook.
If you're on Assetto Corsa on the PC, make sure you download the SRS app to install into the game and be able to look up all the different race series going on. And if you don't have content needed for the races, don't worry. It's nice and simple. You just click on the download now, and it'll bring you to the links you need to add the cars or tracks you're missing. And very simple. Like I said, it's a whole system made for racing. It keeps records of points and races and so forth. Again, that's a sim racing system, the SRS app, to include into your Assetto Corsa game for PC. Other than that, I'm Galley for my friend Ewok. This has been the Gamers Podcast, back again for the year-end in review. Hopefully you'll see some more before March. If not, we will be back at the end of March with more consistent shows again. And then hopefully next winter season we'll have something better planned for when I am not able to do the podcast directly. So, again, I'm Galley. That's Ewok. Have a good day.
Laters, people.